major scale. Let's take a look at our key signature. I love doing that. A major, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. I highly recommend memorizing your circle of fifths, that's just the order of sharps and flats and key signatures, as soon as possible. I have other videos on this, definitely go back, check them out. Hopefully I can put a little link in there for one of those. But, back to the point. The sharps and flats always happen in the same order. So the first sharp is always an F, the second sharp is always a C, and the third sharp is always a G. So remember, A major, F sharp, C sharp, D sharp. I don't know, tattoo it on your forehead if you need to, but actually probably don't do that. Maybe write it down or memorize the circle of fifths. So, when you feel like you have those three sharps memorized and in your head, we're going to move on to our first concept, tonic triads and its inversions. First, let's build our A major tonic triad. So, let's take a look at the scale. The tonic of the scale, first note, is an A. A third above that on our staff is a C, but remember, it's the key of A, so it has a C sharp. And the note on top is an E. A, C sharp, and E, notes of our tonic triad. Once you feel like you got those notes in your head, we're going to move on to playing the triad and its inversions. Alright, we're going to start with that A major tonic triad in closed hand position. So A, C sharp, and E with a 1, 3, and a 5. Now we're going to move our hand over and in diagonal line. We're going to move in a straight line because our thumb needs to play on the C sharp, our second finger plays on E, and our pinky plays on the A. Now we're going to move straight up. That C sharp is moving to the top. We have an E, an A, and a C sharp with our thumb, third finger, and fifth finger. And now we're going to move up one more time. The E is at the top of the chord, and we're right where we started. A, C sharp, and E, just an octave higher. Now let's move down. So that E is now the bottom. So the thumb is playing an E, a third finger is on an A, and a pinky, fifth finger is on C sharp. Now make sure you have good depth when you move down to this chord. Your thumb is on C sharp, your second finger is on E, and your pinky, your fifth finger is on A. And we're going to move down back to our root position chord. A, C sharp, and E with a 1, 3, and a 5. Alright, now the left hand. So, pinky on A, third finger on C sharp, thumb on E, closed position chord. Alright, now we're going to move up. So that A goes to the top of the chord, we play that with our thumb, our third finger is on an E, and the pinky's on a C sharp. Now we're going to move up again, so that C sharp that's at the bottom flips to the top, we have an E, an A with our second finger, watch that second finger, and your thumb is on C sharp. And make sure you have that good depth because the thumb is playing the black key. And then we're going to move up one more time. Pinky on A, third finger on C sharp, thumb on E. Now we're going to go right back down the way we came. So that E goes to the bottom of the chord. We have an E with the pinky, second finger on A, thumb, first finger on C sharp. We're going to move down again. So C sharp's now the bottom note. We have a pinky on C sharp, we have a third finger on E, and we have a thumb on A. And we're going to move right back to our starting position. 5, 3, 1 on A, C sharp, and E. Alright, so before we play hands together, make sure that you are moving fluidly. And not just that, when you move into the next position. So students do a lot of what I call hovering, right? They'll move, and they're kind of over the position, they're hovering, they kind of adjust, and then press it down. That should all be one motion. So we move and stick the landing. If you are still having trouble with this, it's totally fine. Just go back to hand separate. Good movement pattern is always more important than poor movement and correct notes. But if you feel like you're ready to put your hands together, we're going to try it right now. Next, it is time for our primary chord progression in the key of A major. So let's take a look at our scale and let's see how we build those chords. So let's find the roots for our 1, 4, and 5 chord. The tonic triad, or one chord, of course, we played it a bunch already. A, C sharp, and E. Now the subdominant, our 4 chords. So let's go up the scale. We see that note root is a D. So we're going to go D, F sharp, and A. This is our subdominant chord. And now we're going to move up to scale degree number 5, and we are going to build our dominant 7 on E. So we have an E, a G sharp, a B, and a D. So these are our 3 chords. We have an A, we have a D, and we have our E7. Make sure you kind of have a good understanding of the pitches you're looking at, what we're looking for, and then you're ready to try playing the primary chord progression. Alright, so we're going to start with our right hand in that tonic triad position. We've done all video, 1, 3, 5 over A, C sharp, and E. Alright, now we are going to open our hand so that third finger is going to slide to D and our pinky is going to go to F sharp. Make sure that you get good depth on the keyboard to get this chord. Don't turn your hand sideways. Then we're going to move back to our tonic triad position, 1, 3, 5, A, C sharp, and E. And now we are going to just open up the thumb, slide the hand in just a little bit to get that thumb over G sharp, and your 4th finger is already over D, and your pinky 5th finger is already over E. We're going to press it down, and now we're going to go right back to our root position tonic triad, 1, 3, 5, A, C sharp, and E. Now it's time for the left hand. So, root position, closed hand, tonic triad, 5, 3, 1, A, C sharp, and E. Now we're going to move into our 4 chords. So the 2nd finger is already over D, your pinky's already over A. We're going to open that thumb and slide the hand in just a little bit to get that thumb to the F sharp. We're going to press down those 3 notes together. And now we're going to move back into our root position, tonic triad, A, C sharp, and E, 5, 3, 1. Now, we're going to open up that pinky to G sharp. Your 2nd finger is already over D. Your thumb is already over E. We're going to press those down. And now we're going to go back right where we started. A, C sharp, and E, our tonic triad, 1, 3, 5. So, before we put our hands together, make sure that you are comfortable with the terrain of this progression. There's 3 different black keys in here. Make sure that you are moving smoothly and fluidly from shape to shape. When you feel like that's you're pretty good, you got it ready, it's nice and smooth, it's time to try hands together. Alright, last concept. Tonic triad, arpeggio. So we know these 3 notes, we played it all video. Key of A, C sharp, and E. Now we're just going to spread it out. So we're going to start with our right hand in that open hand position. Remember, that open hand position is 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to put that over our A, C sharp, and E. Keep the hand nice and open. Now we're going to start to play. So we're going to play the A, we're going to play the C sharp, and as we play the E, our thumb is tucking under our wrist, is turning ever so slightly, and the thumb lands on A. Now the hand opens up into the next 3 notes. 2nd finger on C sharp, 3rd finger on E, and your pinky should already be open and over the A on top. Now keep your hand here, and we're going to go right back down. So we're going to keep that 3rd finger over E, press it down, 2nd finger on C sharp, press it down, thumb on A, press it down. Now we're going to cross over the 3rd finger, keep that elbow down, 3rd finger goes to E, and the hand slides into the last 2 notes. 2nd finger on C sharp, and thumb over A. Let's start with our left hand in that open hand position. So 5, 3, 2, 1, open it up over the A octaves, and then we got our third finger over C sharp and our second finger over E. Now that we have the position, we're gonna play the notes. So pinky goes down on A, third finger on the C sharp, second finger on E, and as we press down our thumb on A, we're gonna cross over the third finger to C sharp, and then the whole hand slides into the other two notes. Keep them open because your second finger is over E, and then your thumb is already over A. Now we're gonna go right back down. So second finger presses down on the E again, third finger presses down on the C sharp again, and as we're playing that C sharp, the thumb tucks under, wrist slightly turns, and we're gonna land the thumb on the A, and then the hand opens up into the next three notes. So we have second finger on E, third finger on C sharp, and pinky over A. So, as always, before you go hands together, make sure your arpeggio motion is getting comfortable. That elbows coming up, the hand turning over, all the stuff that I actually go into greater detail in the 10-lesson bootcamp series. The lesson is titled How to Play Arpeggios. If you need that, go back. It's really important because if you're still having trouble, that's totally fine. It's always fine. There's always more time with music. But remember, bad movement makes bad results. So, go back to hands separate, focus on relaxing the hand, nice supple wrist, but that hand is really staying open. If you can keep your wrists up, your hands open, and your body relaxed, you are ready to try hands together arpeggios. That is our key of A major. I really hope you enjoyed the video, you learned something good. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, feed the almighty algorithm, please. And definitely, if you like the content, check out the link to the shop. I'm actually wearing one of the shirts. This is the first design that we made. I'm still such a fan of it. I mean, it's Beethoven with black and white tattoos. You can't go wrong, right? Serious tattoos for a serious man, no doubt. But anyways, good luck with your practice, and as always, stay powerful, y'all.